You are watching a master at work.
So what you telling me is you not in the mix? Nah, man, the mix. What's the mix? Oh, man. It's the livest talk station out right now, man. Stop playing and get in the mix with your boy Kid 6, you heard?
Watch this. Watch I get here every week. I tell her we gotta get in the mix. Every week. She's never ready. Never ready. How does she expect us to get the latest on the latest if she's never ready? Watch this. Why she don't be ready? What are you doing? Yo, you're sleeping and the mix is about to start. Come on, bruh. See, I'm leaving, man. I can't even get in the mix over here, man. Oh, man.
Man, if you're not getting in the mix with Kid 6, what is you really doing, baby? Tune in right now.
Get in the mix with Kid 6, you heard?
We're now tuned in to Radio on Fire. It's your big dog, Kid 6, Chi-Town's finest, Carlton, you dig, and your girl, Leah.
We are here. Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday. We can finally stop dealing with your nonsense of your birthday.
Yes, we can. But I know. So now I'm a new age.
Word.
You know, they do say every time your birthday, like it's your actual new year when you have your birthday. So it's not January 1st.
Got you a nice little new shirt on. Like you
new,
about business today.
I am about business today. I had an awesome birthday weekend, guys. It was really great. Oh yeah, we kind of. I mean, it's not really white and black, but yeah, it did.
Facts.
Yeah.
We gotta get so effing classy in the pic later on too, cause we listen. Name a duo that's better, all right? Name a squad that's better. I need
can't name any. I think we lit.
Facts.
Yeah, she did. So yeah, you guys. I do want
to
to say
shout out to the sponsors.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Sour Life Clothing Line, Rich King Brand, and Capture the World. So what were you about to say?
I was going to say thank my team. You guys started off my birthday weekend with a bang, and I love you guys. You guys are awesome. So thank you.
You all right? You know what I'm saying?
But what we got? What we mixing up?
Oh, what we mixing up?
What are we mixing up?
Oh man. let's get into what we mixing up, because we gotta start with the NFL, of course. Mm-hmm. And this possibly could be the final week that we, in the discussions of your boy,
my boy,
Antonio
You've
Brown.
You've been bringing him up for the last 2 months.
I mean, because his name been buzzing for the last 4 or 5 months.
Put him to bed. Golly.
Yeah.
So we've been talking about him before. Yeah, we were talking about him for a minute now.
Antonio Brown says goodbye to the NFL after he was released by the Patriots last week. And of course, typical Antonio takes everything to social media. So in his goodbye, he also throws out the fact that he throws out some shots towards Robert Kraft, Ben Roethlisberger.
So wait, can I hold on?
And Shannon Sharp.
Is it really goodbye to the NFL? Like he said he's done with it? Oh, he said he's done with it.
Yeah, he said he's not playing in the NFL anymore.
That's what they all say. It's like Nicki Minaj saying she's retiring.
So Shannon, Uncle Shannon don't play no games.
You see, he's still benching like 390.
Facts. He took the social media. He did a little pic stitch of Antonio Brown's face on Tekashi's.
What do you call him? Clowntonio
6'9".
Them memes
out here trying to say he was dry snitching and whatnot. So yeah, it was. The thing about it is, I feel like Antonio blames everyone but himself.
Yeah, man.
I think he never holds himself accountable for anything. If anything goes wrong, he takes to social media and he looks to blame everyone but himself. Had he kept his mouth shut, stayed in Oakland, this chart like this, what he's going through this charge, he probably would not be going through this right now.
There's some truth to that, because the men they've been calling him immature. For one, that's evident, but it became more evident because when you see the stuff that, like the allegations and stuff against him, and you see how he's dealing with it, and even some of the stuff that he did to put himself in this predicament, you looking at the man like, really? Like, come on, bro. Hey, you can't even do too much more defending him if anybody was defending him anyway.
Yeah,
I kind of smoked it. So
I think the only person defending Antonio Brown is Antonio Brown.
At this point, man, you'd have missed out on millions of dollars.
Definitely. I just think he's been making himself look bad. You know, not just as a individual, but as also a teammate.
So, what if he really is going through something?
He probably is. He probably
talked
is.
about mental health 2 weeks ago.
He probably
Maybe
is.
He could be going through
Yeah,
something.
but we also can't plant that on everyone who's just doing something for attention.
No, we're just saying that he just had such erratic behaviors in the past few months. You know, we don't know
maybe
something substantial could have happened.
Could be, but he can't. The thing is, as a result of that, it's putting him in predicaments that's like beyond anybody to be like, yo, we just understand because of that. Because now you got lawsuits talking about sexual assault and stuff. I mean, it's like, and those allegations are from 2 years ago, 1 year ago. So it's like, he could have been going through something for years, but he didn't deal with it in a timely fashion. And now he got a bigger mess in his hands.
Yeah, so I mean, you just got to, I don't know, man. Again.
Are you saying goodbye to Antonio Brown?
He said goodbye to Antonio Brown as soon as he left the Steelers.
Yeah, good riddance.
All right.
You know? I hope he takes this time to really work on himself.
Yes. I
because
agree with that.
It's really needed. Like, it's really needed at this point. I think, again, you really place people in a tough predicament. I mean, granted that his agent did say that there were teams who were still interested in him.
Right, that's why I asked if they were going
to
like...
skill. But he's still good.
He has a great skill set. But I think at this point, it could have been a bottomless team at that point who was really interested in him because you were in a great situation playing on what could be a potential Super Bowl bound Patriots team.
Yeah, they was talking about they was going to go 16-0.
That could have been.
It's very possible.
It's very possible for them.
But look, he did something else today. Like today, he did something. I don't know if y'all seen it, but it was some fan or some woman that knew him. I forgot what exactly she does or something, but she sent him a DM on Instagram on September 7th. I forgot what time it was, but she was just basically like, you know, like, I thought you were better than this. You know what I'm saying? And the way that I knew you, I would have never expected this stuff. And from what's been going on, it's like you like self-imploding, like what's going on? Like I thought you was a better person than this. He replied today at like 1 something in the morning and was like, hi. And then 2 hours later, he replied and was like, suck it, and then blocked her. This is what I'm talking about. Like you got sexual assault cases and you DMing somebody talking about suck it. How old are you? Like,
nah, it's only funny because if you're a true WWE fan,
right? That's why I'm laughing. I am.
But even then though, like when I thought about that, but I was like 9 years old telling people suck it because I'm sitting on TV. He's 31.
Yeah. Nah, I feel you, man.
Y'all still would tell nobody suck it.
I don't know.
I would.
She didn't even respond. He said hi, and then 2 hours later, just sent the message like suck it and blocked her.
That is
this man really has to. He has to do better in life, man. Seriously, I mean, if there's ever really a chance of Antonio Brown, really reminds me. He's like the female Nicki Minaj in the NFL, who always wants the attention focused on him and will do whatever, even if it means going to social media. But he hasn't always been
this way. I feel like just more so in like the
he
year.
hasn't always been this way.
That's
the wild part.
So
at least we didn't know.
Yeah, at least we didn't know. But I feel like it didn't start showing until he was really, you know, setting records, making the Pro Bowl, and then getting the big contract.
Right.
He got more publicity. He
got more publicity. So in that instance, it was like, all right, well, let me go ahead and do what I can. But yeah, you were making yourself look bad.
Right.
I feel like at least with T.O. and Ocho Cinco, the way they did it, it was funny.
Right.
It was comical. Mm-hmm. They were able to.
They wasn't getting cases against them.
Right.
Except for Ocho, he did headbutt.
He headbutt someone. It was his ex-wife.
It was.
They was married for like a week.
And French Montana made a song called Ocho Cinco because he said he gets head and butt.
Yeah, that guy right there.
I'm not laughing at this stuff.
Because, bro, come.
Just do better, man. Please do better, AB. Right. Seriously, do better because regardless of your character, you have a great talent, and it's about to go to waste.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's being overshadowed by his antics.
it's about to go to waste.
You know, just like Nicki Minaj. We're not saying that she's not a good artist, but I feel like all her other behaviors
just annoying.
It's just you don't really want to tolerate
she
her.
Needs some time apart. Get her mind right.
Facts.
Hopefully if he does, beat these charges and allegations against him and gets his mind right, maybe the NFL,
I was gonna ask that if they may reconsider and he could have a comeback.
They might. They might.
But I feel like
because
nobody
he's 31
ever.
though. Ain't no telling how long it might take for him to get stuff right.
But see, the thing is that who would be the team? Because knowing him, this probably will literally. To me personally, I feel like it might try to drag out until the season's over.
It might.
Hold up, though. If he could have a comeback and Colin Kaepernick can't, I'm over it. I mean, I'm already over NFL anyway, but I'm just saying. That'd be real whack.
Got a point.
All right.
That's a big point.
You got a point.
Moving on.
We're going to keep an eye out for that.
Last night, your Chicago Bears.
Shout out to
But would you really be excited about that one because it is the Redskins?
I mean, for one, that was all shade to the Redskins, which they deserve.
Right.
My man's they quarterback. What he threw? 2 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, 2 fumbles.
Yeah, he's horrible. I was surprised that they didn't just go ahead and throw in the rookie,
the black guy. They coach don't do too well with black quarterbacks. He ain't slick. I got my eye on that man. That's why we pummeled them. And shout out to that Bears defense.
Y'all defense is stingy.
Yo, my man's in the group chat say Khalil Mack might be the best player in the NFL.
It's between defensively. It's between him and Aaron Donald.
It is
because that man Aaron Donald is
different.
That boy's a beast.
You know who I'm riding with though? I'm going with number 52. Let's go.
Mack is a beast.
He was first of all, when your last name is Mack, you was destined to be dangerous. Mack.
That man is a problem.
That's a hard ass last name.
That man is a problem. I mean, he was already balling out in Oakland, but I feel like we're seeing a different Mack in Chicago.
Yeah, he's happy.
Yeah,
and he's like.
I feel like because he's also playing with a team that could really potentially go to the Super Bowl, but y'all quarterback.
The messed up part about him is that he's not playing bad per se, but he's not playing nowhere near good enough.
Yeah, agreed.
He averaging 4 yards per throw. He's not really throwing any interceptions like that. He just got his first 3 touchdowns last night in week 3. He was he might not even be throwing 100 yards a game or something like that, barely. And it's we need that because the defense they gonna eat.
Right.
But we need the offense, man. Maybe hopefully he a slow starter. I
mean, shoot, at least y'all got some wins and y'all call them because we got a donut and 3 losses, and this is a headache. But when I really sit there and analyze the Steelers, this is what I'm looking at. I'm looking at a team offensively. It's built around Ben, so they have that offense built around Ben, but he's out for the season. So you now have to build that offense around who could possibly be your future quarterback.
Let me just say the statistics state that you've already 0-3. There's just no chance for you to go into the playoffs. You do know that, right?
Dang. Nah, we still have
Is that correct?
Chance.
I mean,
we still have a chance.
Oh, you do?
What's your team?
I ain't got no team right now. It was the Ravens, but I ain't been
Ravens.
watching it.
She stands.
We're still number 1 in our division, though, so you can't say anything.
Wasn't she just watching football?
I was
we
not.
Went out for her birthday?
Not watching football. You said I was not watching football. I was not.
Later on, we give you a who's man.
But I do.
Stop stunting.
First of all, you don't even have to watch anything because social media tells all.
You was right there in front of the TV
not watching
it.
No, I wasn't.
Stop lying.
Just don't take away from the fact that your Steelers are still 0-3.
I can admit that.
And we're still number 1 in the division. Y'all not gonna go anywhere with 0-3.
That's cool.
So just call this season a dub.
Yeah, the Ravens are 2-1, and we actually got to see.
And the loss that they did have wasn't that much.
Mahomes.
Yeah.
They say the Chiefs might be the number 1 team in football right now. That's what
they said. I heard they said the Ravens had a couple of bad calls, like these 2-point conversions and stuff like that. They probably shouldn't have done.
They might have, but Mahomes still did what Mahomes.
See, again, I got that from social
media. Mahomes is a beast.
And Mahomes has 60 touchdowns in 20 games played for his career, which is insane.
Yeah. He's out here.
So you keep that energy with your Steelers, okay?
Oh, I do. Trust me. I'm one who can actually sit here and be honest and not make any excuses about my team.
Your team sucks.
They do.
All right.
Agreed. But who's your team?
It doesn't matter.
I'm going to hit up Kaepernick and let him know that you're not standing with him.
You clearly aren't standing with him either because you're still watching football.
Listen.
All right, so be quiet.
What are you out here doing?
Living my best life.
She ain't going back and forth with these. All right,
Exactly.
look, where we at?
Because you said you're not watching football.
ESPN is on my
Yo,
team.
you be hyped like
90% of the time.
You trying to wait to see now? What if Carlton would have said he was watching football? What would you say?
And I would get on him the same way I'm getting on you. He got whose man is this last week. There's no
His
bias
first.
here. Okay, he can get
That might
another
not have
one.
been my first. That might have been my second or third. I
Oh
don't
yeah,
know.
it was his second.
Second
Probably was
and
your
third, I
second
You
don't
just
one.
like giving
It's
me
all
to give
good,
them to
though.
me.
I mean, you deserve them.
No, I don't.
Anyway, moving on to some local news. And this is actually about your old stomping grounds here. A 20-year-old Towson University student is being charged with first-degree rape,
Don't associate him with
attempted
Towson.
first-degree rape, false imprisonment, and first and second-degree assault.
Golly, what's his race? I always ask.
He's black,
Straight from the motherland.
and I believe with
And not the
Straight
other
from the
land.
brother, like
Yeah,
seriously,
you know
like
what? Yeah, no,
African
seriously, but
student?
Straight from the motherland.
Nah, but seriously,
And
his
not
name,
the other
it
land.
really is from the
Can
motherland
you
too.
pronounce it?
I couldn't
just
even
did.
pronounce that.
Lord, I can't pronounce that.
I couldn't even pronounce it.
Chineke. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I
Why
just
you
felt
gonna
like
say it? No.
I just did.
Why you gonna use the accent? Don't see.
I just did.
his first name. It just looks like nothing
Like
but
the
letters
alphabet.
just put together, and I can't
Like
even.
it looked
It
like
don't
how
even-
when you mess up, like just to be typing.
Yeah,
just to be
like you just
typing.
typing, made
No,
a simple
Imagine.
mistake.
What is it? Imagine. This is
No, it
ridiculous.
looked like, you know how you got to make sure the printer working and you just type up some letters.
Yeah,
the printer.
that's exactly
That's
what it
exactly
looks
how it looks.
But
You
a
know what-
20-year-old.
You know what else it looks like? His ass is going to jail.
Oh yeah.
He's guilty
Yes.
on all of those
Oh,
charges.
definitely. I'm gonna have to actually tune in for that because today
First-
was his
what-
first his court hearing.
What constitutes as first degree rape though? Like I didn't know he had degrees to rape. I
Yeah.
seriously didn't
It-
know
I
that.
yeah.
didn't either.
You know how like you can like put something in somebody's drink and then like rape him, or you
That's
can like
that would be
literally
considered
physically
first
hold
degree.
them down.
Yeah, because he
and
did
force
physically
them.
Like that's
do
like
that.
intent.
Yeah, so he
it's
got
like-
on top of her and was choking her down, and she was saying no.
Yeah,
And he still-
that's
So
first
what's
degree.
considered second degree if you're
What I just said.
Oh, go ahead.
Like it's like put something in somebody's drink or a
Okay,
statue.
drug-
It's like you drug somebody. It's different. Versus you just pulling up on somebody and holding them down.
Wow,
like
that
it's
is
like with
something
murder.
new.
You know, first degree, you just run up on somebody, you get angry, kill them. Second degree, you planned it.
I thought that was first degree, but okay.
See,
Yeah, that is.
that's wild. But I just really want to sit down and actually talk to folks who
Went to Towson.
do stuff like this.
Excuse
Not
me,
even.
do not associate him with Towson. He is not affiliated with my
it's a couple
school,
in here.
okay?
But it's
There's
just
a couple Towson people in here.
word. But it's just I literally want to ask, like, what is it that makes you want to force yourself on a woman?
Oh, now you want to talk about mental health as far as like.
We ain't talking about mental health. That nigga.
Yeah.
Cause that might be it could be psychological
And we're
too.
not I told you we're not going to place that emphasis on everyone who's doing
We're
something.
not, but you have to consider these factors.
I feel like that. I feel like
what if he
everyone
was
wants
raped?
to. I feel like everyone wants to do that every single time. What if he wasn't?
Okay. Then
What if he just
wasn't.
wanted to test
If
it
he
out? Like,
was
oh,
or
let me.
he wasn't. I don't understand where we're going with that.
Right.
No, I say this to say because it just gives you a better perspective.
Understanding of why he want to rape somebody.
Yeah, it doesn't justify
It doesn't.
what he did.
It doesn't. It doesn't.
But what if
saying.
But what if he wasn't?
Okay, then
What if he
wasn't,
just
then it
wants
has
to
be-
rape someone?
Then I still want to know exactly why you just feel the need to rape somebody. It's still an interesting thing to talk about, even though we know it's wrong. It's like talking to like somebody who killed people, who's a murderer. I would want to talk about what goes through their mind when they do this. Like I would. How do they sleep at night? What do they do after they commit a crime or kill someone? Do they just shower? Do they eat? Do they sleep? What do they do? And I don't say that to be
Get
funny.
rid of
I
the
really
evidence.
Okay,
go
after they
home,
do that, then what do they do? Like I could imagine.
do it again.
The point is, I would like to really know what
6
goes through the
a.m.
mind.
I'll be killing them out. 7 a.m. I'm gonna call my friends.
I don't think
They gonna do it again.
Yes, but in between them committing the same crime, what do they do in between? I really want to know. I
You
don't
know
know what
what?
goes through
They
their
probably live a
mind.
normal
You
life.
should watch.
I know that is the interesting.
You should
thing,
watch
see.
the-
Because they don't think what they're doing is
yeah.
wrong most of the time.
That's a psychological,
Yeah,
thing.
that's why
Yeah.
niggas
Ted
like
Bundy.
that.
Yeah, I was gonna say watch the joint on Netflix
He-
of
Yeah.
Ted
I
Bundy.
just feel like
He
everything I
was
watch.
brazen.
He was wild.
He convinced himself he wasn't even doing the
Yo,
stuff
he
was
convinced his own wife that he wasn't doing
And
anything.
clearly you have something psychologically wrong if
Like-
you can do that.
Yo, the man, I don't know how he was able to finesse himself to escape the courtroom and be free. Like, and just escape for what? How long was he away for? Probably what? 40-something days, I believe.
Yeah, I think, I just be wanting to know the mind. Y'all know. I gotta think like that.
Anyway, psych. But yeah, man. So we'll definitely keep y'all posted on that.
Again,
because,
he is not
like
affiliated with Towson, even though he was attending
he's
there.
a
It
student.
doesn't matter.
He actually is.
It happened on Towson's campus,
right,
in one of the dorms.
So it's okay.
It is all the way, like 100%.
I know.
So you don't hear stuff like this at Lincoln or Morgan. Well, I'm not gonna lie, cause at Lincoln, like a week or so ago, a student did get stabbed by his girl. They got stabbed.
Morgan, somebody got killed at Morgan State.
But it wasn't by a Morgan student.
It
Right.
don't matter. So
It wasn't by a Morgan student.
We are also in Baltimore, Maryland.
Well, okay, that's true. So then all these things can happen everywhere. Continue.
And then also, a man was killed and his 5-year-old daughter was left injured as he jumped in front of a moving train in the Bronx while holding on to her.
I seen a video of them pulling the little girl.
Yeah, I seen that too. For a 5-year-old,
Something wasn't wrong with him.
He wanted
probably.
to die.
He probably wanted to die.
Yeah, and usually they like to
For
take their
whatever
family
reason.
members too. Now that I don't understand.
Now, I will say he was something mentally was probably going on with him.
You think?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably so. If you could jump in front of a moving train, it's not
I mean,
a car.
that's sad,
it's a
but
train.
it's sad for the little girl because the fact that her father just got struck by a train, she could have died. She's going to be extremely traumatized for
He tried to bring her
the rest
with
of her
him.
life.
How
They
it
had
is
to pull her
penalty,
from
but
under
how
the train. They had to pull her from under the
so
train.
how she was badly injured.
She
No,
wasn't
she
badly.
wasn't badly injured.
No.
She had a
Yeah,
couple
she's
of
gonna be
scratches in
traumatized
it, but
for
she's going to be
sure.
extremely traumatized.
Talk about the PTSD.
And worse than
Yeah.
that, they actually had the nerve to have like paparazzi and stuff, cameras all in her face. The little girl 5, like after
Right.
she was coming from the hospital and stuff.
Yeah.
Come on,
They're
man,
not
get those
sensitive
cameras
to
out her
that.
face.
That's sad.
More news. A mother turns her son into authorities after she had found his journal entries detailing his plans about an attack at College Place High School on April 20th, 2020, which is the anniversary of the 1999 Columbine High School shooting.
This is a white woman?
Yes,
Okay.
white folks.
White folks.
I mean, when you first read school shooting, we don't place black folks
people
in that.
That's true.
We can't even get that type of ammunition that white folks get.
True.
So
So now there's a big question. Would y'all have turned your child in?
yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I'd have to. I mean, as hard as it is, but I mean, you're looking to end another parent's child's life.
Right. So it's almost like kill one, save 1,000.
Yeah.
Even though it's your own.
It's the greatest.
Because
good.
the fact that
agree.
you're putting these entries into your journal, and it's so easy for you to mark this date to go and kill another child. Who's to say that I'm not in that entry and you're planning to do the same to
Yeah.
me?
So say you can't be in that
And-
entry. You might
Right.
have
Or
something
maybe
happen,
you
pissed
think
off.
about it,
Go to
you
your
probably
room. Fucking dead. You're done.
No, seriously, like you punish
Yeah.
you punish a white child, they're instantly plotting on you.
Right. You probably saved his life though. Think about
Maybe.
he probably would have killed himself and killed a lot of people. No, but think about it. He probably has some reform.
I mean, he
this.
still has time to kill himself if he goes to jail.
He may not. He could be. Why can't he have a change of heart?
I mean, he's going to juvie at some point. He'll probably get.
But we don't
that
know
might be
what
a chance
type
I ain't even
of
willing to
we
take.
don't know what
Right.
type of interventions is going to take place after this. So maybe she probably not only she saved the lives of thousands, but probably her own son's life too. Sometimes it's jail or wherever is the safest place for people. You never know what can happen after that.
I wouldn't trust it.
We don't know. We don't know how much counseling he may get, or
He probably not.
We just say
White
get a
folks
lot.
be messed up. I need you to
can
understand
get a lot.
this.
White folks are the main people that go to therapy.
If he was planning this and already that he's not going to get the help that he's not going
But
to change.
his mother didn't know. Now she does. She is privy to it now. So now she will probably.
She
get
was
his
probably
help.
in there.
Maybe so, but we don't know that.
She probably then told him plenty of times, go to your room. And he's like, you know what? She has to
I'm
go.
just saying, it's possibly now they could have had, some interventions to save him.
All I'm saying is, it don't matter what interventions my man's might have had. Ain't nobody gonna trust that man no more.
At all.
I mean, I'm not. I'm probably gonna sleep reason when I open my own
know.
site.
That's what I'm
he'll
saying.
probably-
Ain't
he'll probably
nobody
get
trying to
connected.
I ain't gonna
none of
lie.
that.
He will
ain't come
probably
home too quick,
he'll
but-
probably get connected with someone who thinks just like him, and they're just going to make
In
a
jail.
You know
mastermind.
what?
In
I'm
jail,
just
they-
being-
Yeah, in jail.
How much time
I'm
you
just
got?
being positive.
I got 8 more years. All right, bet. Me too. When we get out of here, we killing the person for every day we've been locked up. Next
You
thing
know what?
they got a plan.
First things first, we're gonna get your mother because she shouldn't have did that to you.
They
That's
gonna
how
be
white
singing
folks
little
think.
rock songs and shit.
I'm just being positive. We'll
Nah.
see.
You always trying to be positive about something.
Because why be negative? Helps to be positive.
That's like saying you could. That's like you trying to advocate that you could turn a hoe into a housewife.
but you can't.
No,
By whose rule?
the hoe. Anyway, moving on. Entertainment. Now I feel like each week I've been seeing talks of reboots of classics,
Right.
and it's really becoming extremely frustrating for me. We had Issa Rae talking about she's looking to reboot Set It Off. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
It's no need.
I like you, Issa, but don't do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's stay in your lane. Just focus on Insecure. We had to
Is
go
that
all
coming
this summer.
back?
Yeah, next summer 2020.
Okay.
So we had to, go all summer without Insecure, and now you want to talk about a reboot for Set It Off? No.
Yeah, I agree. No.
So
Turn it off. Then you had the producer of Old Town Road looking to reboot House Party. Leave it alone. You can't reboot a classic like that. We saw what happened when they tried to do House Party 4 with Immature.
You did.
It was ass. House Party 2 wasn't even that good. House Party 3 redeemed himself.
Yeah. I have to
listen,
agree.
man, I just feel like some movies that they make, they were a classic because of the era that they came out in.
Yes.
Right.
This is
that's
not
a
a
very
house
good
party
point.
era. This is
It's
No,
not.
nobody
Set-off
does
era.
the house parties and
It's
things
not.
like
Same
that. Like
with
we
the
can
era for that.
relate to it. So absolutely.
It's not at all.
That's a really good
Just
point.
leave it
Steve.
alone.
It is because
It
some
is.
reboots, when you look at like what the show is, it's like this could be rebooted in any different time, whatever. It might be good depending on who's doing it. Like some scary movies, it's like, all right, if such and such is rebooting this, it could
Certain
be good.
things can work,
Yeah.
but other stuff with that type
Stuff
of
like
content.
this though,
Yeah, just leave it alone.
House Party is a '90s movie.
Then on top of that, you hear Warner Bros. It's been reported that they're in the works of trying to reboot New Jack
That's
City.
another one
Yeah, I was
that
about
you
to say
gotta-
that.
You gotta leave it alone.
You gotta let that.
Stop.
This is bigger than Nino
You know
Brown,
the
baby.
problem is this generation
let
don't have
that go.
nothing good going on, so they have to just make a bunch of reboots.
If they reboot a New
Hey,
Jack City,
you
it gotta be a
guys,
different drug.
They
What
did
doing?
reboot
Right.
Perks and
Where in the
Xannies
world
and
is
shit.
Carmen San Diego?
I
And that
mean-
is working for Netflix.
I mean, but that's look
They
at what
did?
Carmen. That's not
I
one of
didn't see
those.
that.
no,
this
that's
is
what I'm
good
saying.
for-
That's
yeah.
a good point of what you made. That's not one of
Yeah.
those like
Yeah, you could do that.
things where the era made a big
But this
difference.
is bigger than Nino Brown.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just
Saying,
stop.
This ain't
Just
cracking
stop.
the '80s. This
I
is perks in
don't-
the 2010s.
Yeah, just
Person-
leave those alone.
Xannies.
Leave those alone. So
Leave
what
them
movies
alone.
can they really that y'all can think about that they can reboot?
Any classics?
Any classics
Yeah.
that you
Thinking of
can't
no
reboot?
classics.
That you can reboot.
I don't know. I would have to really sit down and think of some classics.
I don't know.
I mean, to be honest with you, if I look at it as a classic, leave it alone.
Okay.
Don't
that's
touch it.
fair. Yeah.
You can't.
Yeah.
Because if you try to reboot something, it's just you messing with
Especially
it.
if they
now
don't
at
have
this
some of the same people, like the characters,
point.
actors
Exactly.
playing the same.
That's like somebody
role,
trying to
Sometimes they
reprising
can't.
their role.
That's like somebody trying to reboot Love Jones. That's a classic. Leave that alone. You can't even
Love that movie.
reboot that.
Yeah.
You can't.
My man's Lorenz Tate, man. He from the Shot too, so you know.
What do y'all think about Bad Boys 3?
I think it's gonna be cool.
I'm looking
I think
forward
I'm
to
looking
it.
forward to
Yeah.
it.
I'm looking forward to
Yeah,
it.
just thought about that as we were talking
I
about.
definitely can't wait to see
movies.
it.
Not that it's a reboot, but you know.
I can't wait. So, more entertainment.
He's
I'm
so
pretty sure
excited
you're going to
about
like this because on this day, 6 years ago, a classic was released
Oh yeah, I already know what you about
by
to say.
Drizzy Drake.
Nothing was the same.
Nothing was the same. What was
you
your
was gonna say that.
favorite track off that album?
Man, so my favorite track off this album, it changed like a few times over the years.
Mm-hmm.
First, it was On It for a second. It was Tuscan Leather because that was fire.
Yeah.
And it was Pound Cake, Paris Morton Music 2.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? For a bit, it was probably Come Through. And because I just listened to this album like yesterday, I'm going to say my favorite right now, the one that was, my favorite right now. And it has been since like 2016, Furthest Thing.
Okay. I have to say Tuscan Leather.
Number 2.
I don't even know.
Wu-Tang Forever.
Wu-Tang Forever.
That's my joint. Pound Cake. Yeah.
Hove gave him
Don't
2
ask me,
classic
'cause I don't
verses,
even
by the
know.
way.
We know you don't know. We gonna bless you with a Who's Mans is
You
this
cannot
later.
bless me for who's man. This is not doing Drake. 'Cause a lot of people with that particular song.
Nah,
off that
everybody
album.
knows that album.
I guess that's
Moving
just how
along.
it became, dog. Nothing was the same,
Yeah.
dog.
Tacky,
Listen,
dog. And big ups and well deserved for Jarrell Jerome at the Emmys for outstanding lead actor
Oh, yeah,
for
yeah,
his
yeah.
exceptional performance
Yeah.
He did his thing.
of the portrayal as Corey Wise in the Netflix series When They See Us.
He did his thing too.
He definitely he played a hell of a role.
I feel like I just need to just get Netflix again. So I'm missing like all the good stuff.
So you didn't see When They See Us?
No.
He's gonna give you. I'm just letting you know. Whose man is this? Is unavoidable. It's imminent. It's imminent. Look at this man. Whose man is this? Is imminent.
I know, right? I need to watch
Dog,
it.
you know that's 2 you're getting tonight.
I only get
It
what the
might be
hell? How
3,
am
I
I
don't
getting 2?
Yo, how did you not see this?
I did it.
So you can't even clap for him because you don't even
I'm just
understand
clapping
the
because
type of
it doesn't
performance
matter.
that he
I'm just
put
clapping
on
because he just
for
got
this
it.
role.
You know what?
Yo, go sit over there.
I can't.
Go sit over
I
there.
can't help you this time. On.
Go sit over there. Like this
No,
is
I have not seen it.
this is beyond me, as Carlton would say.
Yeah.
It's
I
beyond.
ain't got nothing to say. I didn't.
Nothing was the same.
And then more news. It's been reported that Jim Jones is a federal informant and court documents in the case against Tekashi. But then again, this actually would not be a surprise if this is true, coming, about Jim Jones, just for the simple fact, Jimmy really ain't about this life. I remember a while back when
We gonna see.
Dipset came to perform in Pittsburgh, and Cam and them got rolled on, and Jim Jones ran.
All right, running is one thing, but being a federal informant, I don't see Jimmy going down like that.
Nah,
I'm gonna put it to you like this,
I
man.
can see it happening.
Nah,
I'm putting
I
it to you like
don't.
this.
I
Why
don't-
not?
I just don't
Why?
see it.
Why you don't see it happening? Because he got a lot of tattoos and he talked
That
that
has-
he talked that good life. He's a fraud.
I'm gonna put it to you like
I mean,
this.
a lot of people can be frauds, but
Yeah,
I mean,
look at
you know.
Tekashi.
Okay,
Fraud.
but who expected different from him? Did you really think he wasn't going to snitch?
I knew he would.
Okay.
I just want to say one thing. The whole Chicago was calling Tekashi 6ix9ine the police, and ain't nobody want to believe us. And now look at him. But as far
Yeah,
as Jimmy goes, I'm gonna have to see the paperwork to believe it.
Right,
have to
that's
see
what I'm
that.
saying. I agree. I don't think I
I'm
have
not
to
saying
see
it's
it.
not. I'm not saying it's not possible.
I'm not saying that
I'm
possible.
just saying to
see
call
it.
somebody a snitch is a lot. It's too much to say of a man for me to just believe it off allegation. Even though because 6ix9ine a snitch, he could be saying whatever.
We gonna see.
You know what? I have to say this though, y'all. So I seen this meme that said, if you were facing 75 years, would you have snitched? Especially
No.
if your friends were not loyal to you. You know, you
No.
had sex with
No.
your baby moms,
No.
try to get you kidnapped,
No.
you try to get you killed. You
No.
still not going to snitch?
If I did the crime, I am going to own up to what I did.
That's what I was saying to people. Like, you can't be about
It
your
ain't
life.
no his friends wasn't loyal to him. He was snitching to them. The girl
Right.
that he got pregnant is his baby mom that was sleeping with all these people. She's gonna do whatever she wants to do because she's a grown woman.
And she's a
he
hoe.
didn't get her
That's
pregnant on
his
purpose.
fault.
It's just certain,
It wasn't
like-
his girl. It was just
Exactly
the
what
girl
I
he
said.
got pregnant.
You can't turn a hoe into a housewife.
The guys that he was
Maybe
dealing
just
with,
her.
it wasn't that they was disloyal. He was already about to snitch on them. That's why they start wild. Listen,
I just feel like the government pretty much exposed just like we can't uphold certain moral. Well, I guess crimes aren't moral, but you know what I'm
the
saying.
government
Like
exposed
codes.
that his ass is a snitch. That's what
Right.
happened.
Him
That's the
and
only
like
thing
very
it-
many
it-
if they
that's-
were faced because when I seen the comments.
Oh yeah.
Many
It's a
other
lot of people out there. I've
would
been
do
looking
it
at
too.
sideways.
So it's like we really don't uphold just loyalty. They know what they say, y'all. Death before dishonor.
Listen, man.
Can't be.
It's a lot of people.
A lot
I've
of
been
people
looking
that
at
are
sideways
dishonorable.
ever since this happened. Ever since he got locked, which was like a year ago. It's a lot of people I've been looking at sideways. Even before that, for just listening to this goofy.
Right.
Man,
I don't even understand
don't
how
get me
people
started.
can listen to his music.
Don't let me get started
I
on
don't
this
know.
man. He's a
Why?
goofy.
I don't
He's a
know,
goofy.
man.
That's what
And,
you're
and one
saying,
more
right?
and one more bit of news here,
He's
and
a
I want
goofy,
to
he's a
get
thorn.
your thoughts on this.
Okay.
And then we'll go to a quick break because we do have a guest joining us tonight, which is good timing for our roundtable mix question of the day. So H&M has been receiving a lot of backlash for their post of a young black model whose hair wasn't together.
Poor H&M.
Right.
Now, their whole thing was they want to capture how your child looks after school. So she wasn't the only one whose hair was messed up. You know, white folks, they had their hair messed up too. And people had to understand too. White folks don't have the same texture as black folks. We just gotta understand that.
Okay.
We can't blame all of this on H&M because as a parent, are you going to allow your child to? We all know that when picture day rolls around, parents don't let their child do anything.
So okay, you guys are saying that the purpose of the photo shoot was for their hair to be unkept.
Pretty much how you look after school, and we understand
maybe
that
our
some
hair probably
kids
looks like that after school. So if that was the purpose of the shoot,
that's
then
why we
okay.
always get the morning pics of their child when they're put together, and we never see how their child looks after school.
Yeah, but what was the purpose of that? Though?
I was about to say that.
I don't get the concept.
If that was their reason, that's stupid.
I guess who knows what H&M, man?
Yeah,
this is the second time H&M them did some wild shit. And
because the first
time
was the whole monkey.
Yeah, the black kid with the monkey.
Yeah, like I don't. Okay, even that even could have been all right. We could wear like animals on our like clothing.
I wouldn't let them slide with that.
But
this is the second
thing.
But
this is just dumb. If that I don't understand the concept behind. Okay, we want to see what kids look like when they're after school. Kids after school. Kids, you're taking off your school clothes.
You're modeling clothes on a company's website.
That's how I grew up in my household too. Like we had to take off our school clothes as soon as we got home. So what's the point? Like what are we modeling?
I also felt like if that's the case, because there was a picture of her where they just had her hair out of the ponytail and it was just in her natural state. They could have had her like that instead of trying to put it in the ponytail. Okay, we're going to use their rationale.
Now, let's say that was not the rationale. They were just having a photo shoot. Then yes, you do blame the parent because as a parent, I'm not going to allow my child's hair to be unkept and taking a photo.
Even still, if we on our way there, I'm going to make it so my child ain't do nothing all day in school. You going to look put together because we have this photo shoot.
But assuming if that was the rationale, then yes, her hair would be a little unkept.
Okay.
But I don't
terrible rationale.
It's a terrible. I 100% agree with you.
See,
it's a terrible rationale. But if that was it, then we would expect her hair. It's logical.
And I don't even care.
So
about
the parents knew, and so did H&M.
Because the reason is stupid.
Now you could question: did y'all just say that because y'all was getting heat again?
Yeah, I mean,
that's
it don't matter.
I haven't seen.
You know what? I'm tired of the fake outrage of black people.
I haven't seen the other.
Y'all want to be mad and uproar, but y'all still shop there. Gucci, but they still rocking Gucci belts. Like, yo, just stop it. Still watching football.
But here's the thing, though. Whenever it does, because whenever it does come to supporting a black-owned business, and of course we've all supported a black-owned business. Sometimes it goes well. Other times it's like this is why we don't support us.
But because then I do what I just said though. About how the fake outrage that we talked about today.
Because that's where the fake outrage is going to go. It's going to be like, that's why we need to support black-owned business. You know how it happens every single time.
I need my people to be like, if you really going to bring up and make this whole uproar, stick with it. So if you really like ban I ain't shopping at H&M no more. Then
it's not that easy.
They're not going to. I don't think we don't have a generation today.
H&M are affordable clothing, yes. But then you have a lot of these black parents that be like, okay, there's also affordable clothing at Walmart or Target. Well, not so much Target. Target kind of expensive, but Walmart, because the name Walmart, they won't shop there. So they could go around it. They have Marshalls, you have TJ Maxx, you have so many other places.
I know a lot of parents that still shop at all of these places. You saying they don't shop?
No, I agree with that, but I'm saying that while it's not that easy, I feel like y'all going to talk about it today and tomorrow just do the same thing. I don't see the point of talking about it if that's all it's going to be. Just like with football, like you can find several other things to do with your time on a Sunday. But no,
you can, but people want to watch football.
So my whole point is, do you if you want to do you, but don't be one of them people rah 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 rah, and that's all it's gonna be.
Everybody likes to jump on the bandwagon.
And that's whack to me though.
I get
That's all I'm saying. It's whack. If you're going to really talk about it, be about it. Or don't say nothing. You don't have to be a part of it, so at least somebody can't call you and say, well, you didn't speak on it. You really didn't have an opinion, so go ahead. If you want to rock your Gucci belt or wear H&M, cool.
About nothing no more. Niggas is doing.
But the main people who be talking are these same ones up in these places. So y'all need to shut that up. Forever, like Steve God would say.
I'm not hearing nothing from H&M, and I'm not hearing nothing from nobody that's going to talk about this from H&M and then still shop at H&M. So
everybody's going to do it.
What Tonio say? Suck it. I'm not hearing.
Yo,
On that note,
on that note,
on
man,
that
we're gonna go to a quick commercial break, man. And when we come back, we're gonna get into our roundtable mix question of the day, and we have our special guest with us. So don't go nowhere. Keep it locked. You are in the mix.
You are
What's good,
watching
y'all?
a
We are back.
master at work.
And you
So
guys
what you
are locked
telling
in
me
the
is you
mix.
not in the mix? Nah, man, the mix.
And we have a
What's the
special
mix?
guest with us here tonight, man.
It's the livest talk station out right now, man. Stop playing and get in the mix with your boy Kid Six.
But
You
it's all
heard?
good. I'm gonna let her ride tonight.
Watch
I'm gonna let
this.
her
Watch
ride.
I get here
It's all good because I'm
every
gonna
week.
still
I
give you a
tell her
stances
gotta
this
get in
later
the
on
mix.
too.
At least it's not just me,
She's
right?
never
I will
ready.
get-
Never ready.
See,
How does she
I
expect
told
us to get the latest on the latest if she's never ready?
It's always just
Watch this. Watch
have-
she ready.
Yeah, we have
What
the
are you
host.
doing? Yo,
You
you're
wanna
sleeping
call it
and the mix is
podcast?
about to start. Come
Alex
on, bruh.
Williams.
See, I'm leaving, man. I can't even get in the mix over
call
here,
it?
man.
My bad.
Oh, man.
Which is a very dope podcast, I must say. Great energy on the show. If you guys have not checked it
no, I
out,
haven't. Who's
Yeah.
on the podcast with you? Yeah.
It's just me.
Is this you?
yeah, she
Oh,
holds
wow,
it down.
Okay.
She has guests on there.
Recurring guests, and it's interesting.
All
I
right.
was there at the premiere of the first episode, holding it down.
And you gotta come back to be on that episode.
Listen,
And we scheduling that.
you already know. Say when. We going to come through, show them how we doing the mix.
That's right.
That's
That's
a
right.
fact. 'Cause we're gonna hold it
Super
down.
fact.
Because she also has a nice little event that she's going to touch on during church announcements as well. So don't worry. We're going to keep you on the mix with a lot. But it's now time for our roundtable mix question of the day, brought to you by, well, actually, shout out to your girl, Seti, because she did help us with this question of the day. Shout out to her. And big news coming from her very soon. So just stay tuned as well, man. Super happy for Seti. But go ahead, Leah.
All right, guys. So the roundtable mix question of the evening is: what life lessons would you tell your past self? Okay, because y'all know the things that we learned now, we definitely want to go back and tell ourselves, yeah, don't do this, do that. Yeah, but my peoples, all right? So I'm mixing this sad on this. Be more patient. Other person says, stand in your truth always and do not settle for less. This other person says, stay true to who you are. You know you're different and cut from a different cloth. It's a gift. Embrace it and never make emotional decisions. Like that one. This person said, you don't have to prove anything or give energy to people that has no intentions or doing right by you. This person said, don't trust niggas and stay out of trouble. I feel him on that one, though. I do. This other person said, never question your authenticity, question theirs. This other person said, never lower your standards. This person said, make a move. Facts on that one. And this last person said, everyone doesn't deserve you. Love yourself first. I'm actually going to love that one because I agree with that. So, you're mixing this. Don't you want to share what they had to say?
The ones you about to read off.
Yeah, I'm about to read off of
They
it.
not
Yeah.
from my mixing.
I know they not. But, you had some answers.
I'll read off my shout out to my mixiners.
Shout out to your mixiners.
I need y'all to get a little more enthused when it comes to these responses because they were a little
Lil doesn't try.
y'all really gotta do better, man. It's cool, but I had one where it said don't be a hot in the ass at 16. So clearly someone was extremely
16,
loose
right.
at the age of 16.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Let me see. I really didn't get much. Don't take loans or spend refund checks.
That's actually a good one, though, if you're a college student.
Mm-hmm. And learn how to say no.
That's a good one, too.
I done seen plenty of rosé bottles.
Blow them
Yeah.
refund checks.
Right.
On refund checks.
Real money.
Facts.
Right, and it's not real money,
pay
right? I
it
mean,
back.
it is, but you know.
Pay that back.
I remember when I collected a refund check, I immediately
What
went
you
to the
do?
mall.
I think we all do, right? Yeah, right? We don't even know.
I left that joint with like 2 pair of sneaks. Yo, I was like, you know what?
It's terrible, right?
I'm like, all right, cool. I'm good.
So shout out to Aaron Mixon as they said, don't trust anyone. Closest people hurt you the most, and save 20% of every check, which is what even adults can't do. You know, that's hard to save 20% of your check.
Some people can't afford to.
Yeah, that's
Right.
what I'm saying. Some people
Yeah.
can't afford to save
Especially
20%,
when you
but
live
if you
paycheck to
can,
paycheck.
especially if you live paycheck to paycheck, but if you can, that's a good tip.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to read it the way this person said it. Fuck bitches, get money. All right, okay. Biggie. All right,
It's not like advice your old self would say to you. Never mind.
okay. Right, that's your
16
the other way
year old
around. Right, yeah.
Like, look, hey, bro, forget what they talk about 10 years from now, 20.
Right, right.
Exactly. It sounds like the
The reverse.
This Lil Wayne song, I'm still on that.
Right. You can't fight when you're drunk and you try to kill people. Go to anger management. Just go to anger management, bro. Like, yeah. All right.
Oh my god.
Before you catch a body.
Yeah.
For getting beat up.
Weight people's actions over their words.
I believe it's supposed to be way,
Sorry, weigh people's action over their words.
but that's how they put it. Weight, but it's
They
not on
did.
you.
You're
Yeah.
right. They did.
Yeah.
Yeah. I read it how I read it how they wrote it. They needed to just to not have the.
I think they need to know the difference between them.
That a gear grind of yours?
They need to go back and tell past self.
It could have been a typo.
Nah,
Oh.
everybody always say that.
It could have been a typo.
I suffer from typos, so.
You look like it.
We're not gonna embarrass that Mixon. Stop it. They probably watching. Don't sell drugs. Pick up a legit trade instead. Okay, don't sell drugs, guys. Don't do drugs. That's a classic. Say no. Period.
Okay.
All right. So that is all the responses. Thanks, Mixoners, for those very those responses. All right, guys.
Go
So
nah, say what you really want to say.
they were kind of basic, but you know, I figured with this is what they would tell their past self. So you know, and I thought about it with like what would I tell my past self. But before I answer, what would you guys tell y'all?
Well, you know,
past self?
we spoke enough earlier during what you mixing up, so I believe we want to, you know.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, let our
good,
guests.
yeah.
You know,
Let our
let's
guests.
get closer. Stay a while. Speak.
All right.
Speak up.
Hey, Mixers.
Are you there?
I'm good. Okay, so I'm basic too because I agree with a lot of it. Except for the fuck bitches get money. Get money.
Just get money.
Yeah, like worry about getting money. But I would definitely tell myself like, don't jump the gun.
Mm-hmm.
So I think patience is virtue. I feel like I'm a living testimony of that. So I would say like, in due time, what you want, you're gonna get. Just give it time. Don't rush it.
That's was one of mine. Was trusting the process, being patient, trusting the process. See, mine's is kind of basic too, so I can't really get on the mixers.
I feel like that's the main thing. Like you learn patience with time.
My other
My
thing.
favorite virtue.
Somebody else said, "Don't trust niggas." I said, I feel them on that because I'm the person that will like give you my trust, and then until you break it, yeah, no, I want you.
Oh, my bad. But I was just gonna say, people always like women. because I know that was a woman who said that. Don't trust niggas. But it's just like
no, it wasn't
you
with
can't.
the dude.
Oh,
Face.
damn.
Got it.
Got
Shit.
him.
But you can't even trust these women.
But go ahead, say what you said in rationale. Nah, what you saying
but I
because
was
of
going,
women.
I
Go
was
ahead.
going. I was going to say like sometimes you can't even trust these women. I'm like your close female friends.
No,
One of them people said don't trust nobody, didn't they?
No,
Yeah.
I was saying that in general. I feel like I'm the person that I want to have more discernment just with people in general. I've had friends, I've lost friends due to like lack of discernment or just dealing with a guy who I thought was this way and wasn't. And I realized I've just given too much of my trust because I'm just such a trusting and loving person, and I've even been taken advantage of, or my friends have done me dirty, and I just now I really want to see how you are before I just give you all of that. And I'm learning that now in my 30s of just not being so trusting, period, because people are really disappointing. Like, they really are. So it's just like, nah, I ain't even giving you all that now. Like, you got to really prove to me before I'm like, cool. Yep.
Word.
So that's my three things.
That's your 3 things.
That's my 3 things.
I think my first thing, y'all might laugh at this, but I think I would tell my past self, like each birthday, save the birthday money that you're getting.
Okay, I'm not gonna laugh at that.
I think I would tell myself that because I mean, you really think about it. Every year you were pretty much getting money for your birthday.
Well, now some people don't get birthday money, but for you,
Yeah, true.
you did.
But for those who did, never know when that'll come in handy, especially whenever you graduate high school and you're going off to college. That could have been something that you saved up for a rainy day because what we know now is that, shoot, college was hard. You had to make what you had in your refrigerator work. You know, you and your roommate, especially if you and your roommate got along.
Yeah.
And if y'all didn't, then it was really hard.
Mm-hmm.
I would tell my past self, be patient. Wait for. When I say be patient, I think because I really legit had the mindset of when it came to me losing my virginity that I wanted to lose it to the right person. So I feel like I would have been more patient. I only did it because it was just like, all right, it was rushed. I'm tired of my friends telling me you missing out, da-da-da. So it was like, and then on top of that, I lost it to, she was a girl for everybody, for real.
I mean, at least she was experienced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, damn.
You know, virginity is a social construct, though. It's just saying. I used to pride myself on it. It's why I lost it. Partial reason why I lost it as late as I did. But, you know, that's just neither here or there.
But I was really, you know, so I'm like, I could have still waited. Like, it would have been.
You
cool
wouldn't
to
have waited like 29 like I did.
I wouldn't go that far.
You only 31.
Yeah, I wouldn't go that far now. But
29.
I know that's your age right now, Steve. Right, so you're definitely not waiting that long.
yeah, I'm not gonna wait that
Happy
long
birthday.
without it. You know, I would have at least tried to wait for a decent one. Not saying she wasn't decent, but
You
it was
clearly
just like,
say she wasn't decent, right?
You know,
Is she
like-
watching the show? Like,
I don't know,
she
man.
probably is.
Now, I mean,
Yikes on that
we
one.
joke about it now. You know, we're
You just called her. Nah, why wasn't she the right one? You right? Put her out there now.
she was for everybody. She
She
used to
did.
mess with my mans back in the day, and so
She's just Dottie McGee. It's okay. She probably would tell her past self that she wanted to be a thought pocket. It's okay. And now she's probably, who knows what she's doing with her life now.
well, still popping out kids.
Oh.
Still.
Yeah,
You said kids with like an S.
Well, she has 3 now.
All right, cool. That make it sound like you talking about she Kiki White out here with like.
I'm pretty sure one will probably be on the way again. She snapped back, then she be pregnant again. So I don't.
But is she married? Maybe
No.
not. And
Nah.
okay, you know we ain't getting this girl like.
You dodged the bullet there.
She
my
a
great
top-
brother.
Listen,
Right? we going. You know, she probably tell her past self a lot of things. Nobody is perfect. No judgment here. No judgment.
Word,
Okay,
man.
guys.
And then
Yeah.
I think I will also tell my past self to don't listen to your mom and go on the HBCU college tour.
What was the last one?
Don't listen to your mom and go on the HBCU college tour.
Okay.
She pretty much like prevented me not going on that. And I wish I would have just did
But
it.
but in that regard, how would that like, as far as like where your life is now, how would that make a difference?
It's good. Like, I'm not complaining. I'm glad I went to Lincoln, but I didn't know in Pittsburgh you don't have HBCUs there, so I wasn't really exposed to that. I only knew about Lincoln because my cousin went there his freshman year, but he transferred to Clark.
Right.
So Lincoln was literally like the only college that I really applied to and got accepted.
Right.
So had I had more exposure to that, it would have gave me a wide variety of other schools. Like, okay, well, there's more than just Lincoln. Like, there's other HBCUs out here that I could, have my options of applying to.
All right. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
See?
It's probably more, but we'll just go
I'm
around.
sure, yeah. I have something else I'm thinking about, too. Now I'm thinking on this.
Let me think.
You had all this time to think.
Yeah. You can't come on here and come from my man's, all right? What's going on?
You know what? See, he always be pondering, be sitting on stuff, but then when he does come with it, he come with it.
I got it.
He does.
I got it. I wasn't thinking about what to say. I was thinking about how to say it.
Okay.
Because I got this,
Feel me?
But I would tell my younger self, as smart as you know that you are, you even smarter than that. Be a little bit more aggressive in that, because you're gonna hold yourself back if you don't.
Mm-hmm.
As a result of that, also you might have to be a little bit more rebellious, and don't try to, I guess, fix people.
That's a good, that's a good one.
That's a good one. Because thinking about stuff with my younger self, I already know there's more stuff that I was very, very, very good at, and I could have harnessed those talents in a way better way. I feel like it was probably a whole bunch of stuff that I held myself back from because of that, because of other things that if I'd have been a little bit more rebellious doing, I would have, accomplished more. And just like some people, like I'm south side of Chicago, it's a bunch of people think well, they change, they crazy, whatever. Like it's a whole bunch of stuff like that. Like whatever, as smart as I was, when I knew people the way that I knew them, I felt like they could be better, and I should have just been like, damn, you are what you are, and kept it pushing.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I tell young you dig.
Okay.
I will also tell myself to take more chances. So kind of think about what you said, and have more fun. All of my 20s, since 18 to 27, I was in school. So I dedicated myself to that. So I really didn't get a chance to do a lot of things like you think with most 20-year-olds would do. But it all paid
off for you though.
It did pay off for me, so I'm grateful of that. I just think I would have had more of a balance. Like I teach my clients now about self-care, but I look back at myself and I didn't have that. So now I want to still do the school thing. School was going to be it regardless for me. Like I knew after high school I was going to go to college. I knew I was going to get my master's. Like I knew I was going to do that. But I just wish I would have had more fun. I feel like I'm doing it now in my 30s, but I really wish I did it more in my 20s. Yeah, but it did pay off though. So I don't feel like I'm one of those people now where dang, I should have, went to school and pursued this. Like I don't have that regret because I did that, So I feel like I put myself into a position now because I was so dedicated where now I can be my own boss and work for myself and be successful. So I appreciate that part, but I just have a little more fun. You only really live once, and now I kind of see that's dang, life can be taken just like that. What can I really say that I've really done that was so extraordinary and cool other than, I have 2 degrees? You know what I mean? I want more to say than just that. I do want to skydive. I want to do fun stuff. That's one
dope.
of my bucket list.
Skydiving
I
is dope.
really want to go skydiving, but not here. I want to do it somewhere over, another country somewhere. Yeah. I want to travel more. I mean, of course, a lot of stuff I probably wasn't able to do and afford in my 20s now in my 30s, but I just had more fun. I literally was working, internship, school, around the clock. That was my life for the 7 years of that time. So, yeah, that's what I would tell my past self, to kind of just have a better balance. Yeah.
I think I will also tell my past self, stick with your art. If everybody know me, they know I love to draw, and I felt like I wish I would have really.
Actually pretty good too.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Actually, it's pretty good.
I wish I would have stuck with it more. Like that, I find myself where, you know, at times if I'm at home and I'm just chilling out, pull out my pad and pencil and just get the sketching a bit. But I really feel like if I would have stuck with it after middle school and continued on, people probably be buying my artwork. Who knows?
What made you not pursue it?
I think it was just my whole mindset of going into high school. You know, I just want to focus on sports and just enjoy life. So it was that young mindset of just I know I'm not always going to be in the house, so I'm not really going to have time for this.
Yeah.
And I really didn't. I mean, come from football practice, I'm not trying to, you know, sit there and draw. I'm trying to take a shower because I'm going to have to do everything again the next day. And then on top of that, again, homework every single day in high school. So I really just didn't have the time.
Yeah, I got one more. I'd have told myself, for one, let people go.
I'm still working on that now, man.
Yeah,
it's hard. It's a hard lesson.
And I feel like this is a big city thing, kind of, because I feel like my whole entire world was Chicago. So like, even like going into high school, all the people that I graduated with from 8th grade, like I was at the same school from kindergarten through 8th grade. So I was pretty much with them forever. So it was kind of like I'm just going to a school that's a little bit further south and actually closer to my crib than my elementary school with probably a couple thousand more people. But it still felt like totally different. And then even from going from that, it's still you kind of cling on to the people that you know the most. So and for other things, you know, just gotta let people go. And like how you were saying, like I felt like as many other talents as I had, like how you had with drawing, I put on the back burner for other stuff. Like when I got to high school, I was just like, you know what, basketball, to the point where even other stuff that I knew I was good at or didn't even know I was good at yet, I kind of put that on the back burner.
What else were you good at that you feel like you could have pursued?
I used to draw too.
You used to draw too? Okay.
I was in gymnastics as a kid. Like I was tumbling.
Oh, snap.
Yeah.
When I was in 6th grade, I won first place in the city in one of my competitions. I was in.
That'd have been dope if you really continued that.
I literally gave it up for basketball. Like, and the crazy thing was that when I was doing it, I was good at it, but without like. I guess you could say it was like natural, because like when I was doing it, I was just like, you know, I'm doing this just because I actually would prefer to be playing basketball right now.
Right.
And it's like, I'm going to this competition. Oh, I won first place. That's cool. I'm hooping tomorrow. Like that's the type of time I was on. Even when I got to high school, probably like my sophomore year, that's when I was in the band. I was in a marching band. I learned how to play the snare drum or whatever, and was nice at that.
Yeah.
But even with that, I used to ditch band practice to go to basketball practice or go to weight.
So what happened with basketball?
With like my senior year of high school, I had like 2 ankle injuries, both my ankles. Messing around and whatever.
That was
but
it.
even regardless of that, I wasn't like trying to go to the NBA and nothing like that. But I was like.
You just really dedicated to basketball.
I love the sport. Even to this day, I still play it to this day. But I was
Can you bust a back flip?
Oh, I still got that too.
Tongue tied.
I still got that too.
You
no
still
hands,
really
all
can you?
Twist, all I still got it. It probably I'm gonna be hurting in the morning if I do it. But I mean, I still got it. That was actually my.
All right, so you didn't lose the skill.
Nah, a lot of that stuff that I did though, I used when I was at Morgan and I was competing like in the Mr. Morgan pageant, the Mr. HBCU pageant. I used a lot of that stuff and my talent for that. Yeah. Like I was playing the piano, I was playing the snare drum, I was doing the flips on the stage, all kind of stuff. But that's just like looking back in hindsight, I was just like, damn, there's probably a whole lot more stuff I could have did with them talents. But I was focused on, even like if I was playing baseball, I'm like, I'm going to go play baseball because it can make me a better basketball player in this way. I'm going to go lift weights with the baseball team because I'm coming back dunking on niggas come basketball season. Like, yeah. That's about it.
Anything else, y'all? What else y'all would tell y'all past selves? You know what? I will say this. People say though, if you didn't learn these life lessons, you wouldn't be who you are today. You wouldn't have built your character, right? So I guess it's.
I would honestly say, and I had mentioned this before. I think we touched on it a bit, but I probably would have, when my dad wanted to teach me about finances and writing out checks, I would have really wanted to be knowledgeable on credit. So when I get older, my credit won't be, bad and all of that. Like I would have really worked my ass off to get like a to get like a scholarship, so
Yeah.
I won't have to worry about Sally Mae being on my back.
I hate to say it, but just our people in general do not know a lot of importance or how to really manage credit. We talked about this before, with with how to do it. It's generational, you know. They just didn't have the knowledge, but there's no excuse now because there's a lot of stuff out there now for you guys to learn how to properly manage your finances. Credit is very important.
We all went to college in here. We know people that have went to school for this. You better talk to your peers. You talk about if y'all like
absolutely, but you'd be
crazy.
surprised. They just don't know. So but I say it's to say now that there is so many resources now that you can, learn about it. You ain't got no credit, y'all. Y'all know. You ain't getting nothing.
You know what else I'm thinking too? I would actually tell myself then to like take politics serious.
Yeah. I mean, you can still,
because I still can today, but I mean, I would have been a little more involved, like really been sitting there watching CNN, knowing who the state senator is and what it is they're actually trying to do. Because I mean, everybody can sell a good dream, but are they actually going to put the money where their mouth is? So I would have really taken that serious too. I feel like certain things that I'm taking serious now today at the age of 31, like I wish I would have been on that wave, going through my 20s and everything.
Do you think that's just part of maturity?
Yeah, I believe so.
I think some of it is too.
Yeah.
You hit a certain breaking point to where it's like, all right, I want to take.
And I feel like it's like the opposite for me. Like I've been on all that stuff, so it's like now, like I want to have fun and like I'm young, but I'm not. I feel young, but that's how I feel now.
I know, Stella.
Right?
Nah, it was
trying to get your groove
back.
back.
You know what I'm saying?
Because you missed that train.
Because I feel like I'm old soul, and being the youngest, I've had my like older siblings, like my parents, who kind of teach me these things. So, I've been privy to all this kind of stuff, but it's just now I don't know. I live a little bit more. You know what I mean?
That's good. I mean, that's good, especially because the fact that you don't have any kids, which is a plus.
Yeah, I don't.
Now, if you would have kids, it'd be like, all right, chill, relax,
Well, no, because I would be a responsible parent. I feel like once you make the decision to have children, you can't.
No, I'm joking.
Yes, I would. You can't live that type of lifestyle anymore, so you gotta, think about that when you have kids. But I'm able to do the things that I want to do now.
Yeah, I mean, I find myself now to where because everyone's so used to me always being at like a day party or something. Like for the past couple of weekends, I've literally been chilling. Went to a housewarming like last week or so. So it's like I don't really be want to do much. If you having a game night, I'm there. I don't really be want to go out anymore.
This is huge for you.
Have a game night. Now that you say that.
Yeah.
Facts.
You have a game night?
When?
We'll figure that out.
Oh yeah, definitely. See, I told y'all we be having stuff for y'all in the mix, man.
Are you trying to say you growing up?
Huh?
You growing up?
Yeah.
I'm proud of you, man.
Man, I appreciate that.
High five. All right, he's growing up, guys. That's huge.
But don't worry, you still getting the Who's Man's later on.
I was about to say that. I was about to say I ain't never seen y'all dap each other. I was about to say I ain't never seen y'all dap each other, but I know he's still gonna get Who Man's is.
You'll get that from Kid 69. It's like once in the blue, but you'll get it. You'll get it.
Don't worry, it's still in the back of my mind.
Come on.
I just think it's really interesting how like the things you're interested in when you're younger completely different from the things that you're interested in.
For some of us,
yeah.
Some of us is still old thinking,
But
young.
I feel like it's at a certain point, and some later than others, a light bulb just flashes, and like all the stuff you used to like.
And that's the thing. See, I don't feel that. Like I've always Like I really think about how different do I think now from 25 and now 33. It's not much big of a difference for me. Like I've kind of always been on the wave that I've been on. So,
But even that's at 25. Though. That wasn't.
Or even like 21. Like I feel like there's a couple things that I did mention because I really sat and thought about this question, and a couple things that I've these are the only things I really could think about because the way that I don't feel like it's changed so much from when I was 21. I just learned different things, but it's not like as far as the maturity aspect. I feel like I've been relatively.
Stuff affects you differently though, because like.
I mean, in that regard, yes.
Yeah, even like when Kid 6 was just saying about like politics and stuff like that. I became interested in stuff like that probably around 2000 when George Bush was running for office, just because that was such a crazy election, and especially when 9/11 happened, and then also it was almost like I had no choice too, because Obama was a senator.
But look how young you were when you were interested in that.
But even then though, I'm looking at how I was looking at it now, how I look at it now versus then, and it's still along the same lines, but stuff affects me differently now. Like people gotta pay taxes. Like you realize at this age, we pretty much run this country, and we got the power to like move stuff. At 10, 11 years old, you looking just like, damn, I hope they making the right decision, because this guy just let 2 planes fly into these buildings. He reading the book upside down. He just cheated in Florida to get this election, and then lo and behold, though, I'm like, oh, we got this black guy who's a senator in my state talking about he might be the president. So you're looking at him like he could be the hope, and then he gets in office, and you realize all the stuff they did so that he couldn't do much, and it's just like it affects you a little bit differently now, even at 18 and 21 and because
when 25. You, I mean, like you said, when you at the age of 10, 11, you just thinking about going outside. You don't even like doing homework.
I'm telling you,
you want to go outside, be with your friends. Your only concern was really cleaning your room, doing the dishes, making sure you eat everything that's off your plate. So that was your only concern, and making sure you got in the shower. Damn. You had some kids that ain't even want to shower. Just go to bed dirty and wake up the next day like, fam.
But what about y'all teenage years? Like, what do y'all think you were thinking at that time? I wanted to be in a long-term relationship when I was like 15. Who thinks like that at 15?
That's what I'm saying.
But no, a lot of women wouldn't think. For me, it's just because of how I grew up, though. Like, in my family, it's just, everybody's in relationships. My parents are still together. Like, I have aunts and uncles, so I
probably.
Timeline right now, I should have been on like my 3rd child.
Are you cultural?
I am sort of a little bit.
What's your culture?
I am West African Cameroon.
I just figured that's probably just because what you said about your brought up C is why I thought I'm Jamaican. That's why. Yeah. So the cultural aspect is different. Yeah.
Exactly.
I probably wouldn't have had, like, I had a couple girlfriends in high school, but I probably wouldn't have had any girlfriends in high school.
Right. See, most people wouldn't think like that. Like you wouldn't.
Like
I should have thought like that in high school too.
Yeah.
That you say you should have thought like that?
I should have thought like that. I shouldn't have had any girlfriends.
Oh, okay. I would think that would be correct.
I should have literally just been having fun, focused, because we really think about it, by 12th grade, you have some people who really try to make a relationship work while you're going to college, and it's like it's not going to work. Like, it's just not going to happen, especially if we don't go to the same college. Even if we do, we're about to experience a whole new world of different people. Like, we not in the same city anymore.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna come see. It's gonna be good for like that first week, but afterwards,
I should have watched Scarface more times.
The world is
by that second week when the upperclassmen come, I'm like, all right, this really ain't gonna work for me.
That's true.
I should have watched Scarface a couple more times, because the world is yours.
Well, okay, y'all can't give me whose message y'all probably are. Do y'all know? I watched Scarface maybe like 2 years ago.
For the first time?
For the first time. That's
so that's 3.
Where's the 3 come from? You cannot count Drake. Do you know what was the album? Nothing Was the Same from Drake. You know songs from that?
You see what I'm saying?
Well, then that's just me.
So it's 3-1.
That,
yes, you can.
No, you can't.
Aaron, so effing classy. Do you know anything from?
You know who masters this too.
Do you know some tracks off of Drake? Well, you a DJ.
Tracks off of what?
Drake's
You
Nothing
don't
Was the
count.
Same album.
So can I say mine? Because I missed that.
Oh, you did.
When he with his head in the clouds.
I think those are my 2 favorite.
What?
Own It and Connect.
And y'all didn't even mention them.
Own it. I'm telling you, Connect.
All right, look, back.
Nobody mentioned Connect.
I mentioned Connect.
You did. Oh, I hear that. Okay.
Don't try to go home.
I mentioned Come Through.
Yeah.
I mentioned Listen, man.
Don't try to go home later on listening to it either.
She bit it.
I'm definitely not though.
What's the other one you
I
mentioned?
definitely not. I think I know Pound Cake is the only
She
song
gonna
right
post
off
in the
that.
chat later on like, y'all,
This album
Tuscan Leather is so dope.
But yes, I did watch Scarface for the first time 2 years ago. Absolutely loved it.
Oh, what else did you recently watch not too long ago that I feel like every black person should have seen?
Shut up, that was so a year ago.
It doesn't matter. No. Go ahead. Let the people know.
They already know because we talked about it on the other station.
So tell them. We had a new station. We ain't on the past. We on the present.
So y'all, last November, I watched Love Jones for the first time.
And how old are you?
I just turned 33.
Tacky.
It's okay. At least you watched it.
I know, which I absolutely love.
Earlier that was your favorite.
Well, Nick, I love it. Oh my God, like how did I miss this movie? After all these years, y'all know I'm in love. So I
watched a Notebook for the first time. Like
That's different.
That's different. That's not a black film.
okay, cool. So I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's not a black film.
That people have
That's
not
different.
seen. Come on, you act like how many people seen Brown Sugar?
I feel like
everybody
everybody's
has seen
No,
Brown
you
Sugar.
haven't seen Brown Sugar.
You seen Brown
That's
Sugar?
like saying, okay, people say you ain't see Love and Basketball. That is a little
I think
different.
everybody
First of
has
all-
seen that too.
Exactly.
Love and Basketball
That's what
was
I'm
the
saying.
Netflix before Netflix even came out. If you had a girl come into your room when you was in college,
You throwing
you
Love
was
and
watching
Basketball.
Love and Basketball.
You throwing Love Jones. Brown Sugar.
That was immediate. That was on my DVD collection. You got Love and Basketball. Hell yeah!
People had
let's
the
watch
poster
that.
on the wall.
Yeah.
They kissing, holding the basketball, and all of that.
That was the
A couple
the
girls tried
easiest
to
way
play
to get
basketball.
ass.
They was probably trash.
Yup.
You see girls how to play basketball?
No. Because it ain't no teaching. I'm 21 zip. Busting that out. Ain't none of that.
Showing off.
Yo, Carlton not playing for nobody's heart. He just he don't care.
I'm not McCall.
Very not
I'm not
romantic.
McCall. I'm not my
Hey
man.
yo,
He beat her and then was like, yo, double or nothing. Game.
get your bum ass out of here.
I'd have dunked that.
Well, since we're talking about whose man's is this, y'all
Okay.
can start with me.
Yeah.
All right.
Nah, we'll
Right
get
on
to you
time.
when we feel like it.
Oh, yeah.
So that was a good roundtable mix
Yeah.
question of the day.
Good round table mix question.
Yes, it is. Thank
It's
you.
good to hear everyone's responses. We'll hold off on you. First, I want to bless whose man's is
Oh,
this
you
to
have
the
someone.
authorities who were trying to issue a warrant for a Texas man who had attempted to divorce his wife without her knowing. So the whose man's is this is going to the authorities because my man's is just trying to get out of his relationship.
Yes, but she
Hey, whose man's is this?
He forged it. She wasn't going.
She probably wasn't trying to leave. He's trying to get out. She trying to keep him in.
All right, yeah.
Nah, so
If
authorities
she
need
trying to get out, yeah.
authorities need to stay in their lane. Let him do what he has
Let
to
him
do.
get out
Let
his
my
marriage.
man's be free.
Actually, no, we still know it's illegal regardless. So you got to make sure the person is on board. So you got to be nice. You got to play nice so she can sign the stuff. So
It should be
You shouldn't even
illegal
have to do
for
that.
her to not be with it if he try.
Unfortunately, it doesn't work that way.
Nah, that's
it needs
BS.
To, it needs to
So
work
you got
that
to
way.
play nice.
Nah,
It needs to work that way.
authorities just need to let
He don't
relax.
even-
he shouldn't even be wanted.
He don't even consent to marriage no more.
If he gets arrested, we need to figure out
probably
what his
separated.
bail is. Get him out. Free my
Wanted to be
man.
really separated.
We don't even know what happened.
Free my Texas man. You know what happened? His wife done annoyed him. She probably ain't know nothing on nothing was the same either. So he probably stressed out.
She probably-
He's trying to leave. All right, let my
But
man's go.
They need to change that though, because there are some people
They
who just
do.
doing it out of spite. They don't even want to be with that person
do.
wants to
Yeah.
who went for the divorce, but
Yeah.
they like, after you.
Give him his free.
I'm just gonna just make your life a living hell. I ain't signing these papers. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Another whose man's is this? You know we just gotta bless you. Everyone already knows why we're blessing her.
Oh man.
Can I go what?
Can you?
Nothing the same.
No, because you used to be given to me when I don't even
Scarface. Love and Basketball.
Bless one more because she gets through.
Hey, whose man's is this?
This one.
Dang.
Tacky.
Can't avoid it.
deserve it. No, I
this?
stuff.
Shh.
They just throw it back in your face.
One more.
Enjoy the sweet, sweet sounds.
Hey, whose man's is this?
Enjoy the sweet, sweet sounds of the Who's Man.
Oh my God.
Is this?
You know what?
That
do-
album, do you know songs from that album are still on the Billboard 200?
I don't care.
I know you don't care, but I say that to say
She's saying she don't care because she
that-
don't know.
Exactly.
She didn't know.
for that album to be as good as it is for as long as it's been, you had to have heard something. If you haven't heard something, it's kind of on
No, I was
purpose
just
at this
saying
point.
I've heard, like you said, Pound Cake, everybody heard that, but I can't give you a whole track listing.
Have you heard the album though?
No.
So that's what you know.
Some people, what if people just don't listen to Drake, so they get Who Mans Is This? Because there's
Yeah.
a lot of great albums that we probably don't listen to because it's probably not their type of music. Not sound like Drake, I do, but y'all can't give people whose mans is because they don't choose to listen to an album.
Nah, you just
That's 'cause y'all are
you
fans of
disrespected the
Drake.
classic because you
can.
would do the same
can.
if someone was to say they never listened to a Nas album.
No, I would not give them whose mans is this if they can't listen.
I can't front.
Tracks off of
If
his
somebody told me they never
Illmatic.
listened to Illmatic, I want to know whose man's that is.
There's a lot of people who haven't listened to that can't name
All of
songs
them
off
people,
of Illmatic.
I don't know whose man's those people are.
Facts.
You guys, that is not. People have a choice in their music, but y'all can't.
They do.
Taylor Swift probably got good music off an album, but y'all can't name a song.
Whose man's is Taylor Swift?
Facts.
She could damn near get a whose man's. We don't even care about Taylor Swift.
That's because she attended Towson.
No, I'm her.
They both attended Towson.
Oh well, you ain't alone. Oh, she went to Towson. Oh, y'all both went to okay. Oh, you went to Towson too? Damn.
Kid, all of y'all.
It's cool. It's equal in here.
Cool.
3 PWIs, 3
I went
HBCUs.
to HBCU too, because I went to Howard. So don't
When?
All right, see.
freshman year. So
You transferred?
I did.
Oh, see?
It is.
For no reason.
And I had, wasn't it a couple of years ago they was
It
right
is.
out of money?
Yeah, because Tyrone took all the money.
Yeah, you remember the guy
Facts.
making pictures, fire pictures and stuff on
Hell
it. Man,
yeah,
listen,
man.
I got a whose man's is this though.
Oh, you do?
I got
Oh,
one.
snap.
What's up?
I got one,
See, it's
though.
not for me.
Nah, it's not. It's not. I got a whose man's is this though. So apparently there was this one. I forgot where this was. It was a woman, right? And she was going into labor. She went to the hospital, and they sent her home from the hospital, pretty much because they didn't believe that, like, you know, oh, I'm in pain. Like, are these contractions? Oh, you'll be all right. Go home. And she ended up having to give birth in her tub in her crib. So, you know, those doctors at that hospital, they need a whose
Oh,
man's
hell
is.
yeah, for
Hey, who
sure.
man's is this?
She can actually sue them.
Right. So
Who
the
man's
thing
this?
was though is that, like, you know, apparently there's this thing like in healthcare where they do black women so dirty, like in other many aspects of this world that we live in anyway. And it's just like anytime a black woman comes in there and she's saying she doesn't feel good or this or that, people don't be believing her. So she went in there and was like, yo, I think I'm having contractions, I don't feel well or whatever. And they was just like, yeah, whatever, go home, you be all right. And she had to give birth at the crib, and luckily the baby was healthy and everything.
Yeah.
But that's not.
No.
Yeah, it's not at
No.
all. They gotta do
I
better.
have a whose man's is this?
What?
Yes, one of my not one of my patients, but a patient. I'm gonna just make it short and sweet. Took his date to a soup kitchen, but she didn't even know. It was like she didn't know it was a soup kitchen, so she was kind of inquiring about like how do we order, and he was like, "Yo, I got this. Don't worry, you ain't got to pay." No.
Hey, who man's is this?
Yeah. Immediately.
You get the meal for free.
Immediately.
Who man's is this?
Oh, wow.
No, can you see his reaction?
Did he tell you this story? Like, who?
Not that it was a patient, so we have a residential house. So my patient told me the story, but the patient who also lived in the same house was telling him the story. So he came in session telling me, now you know, as a therapist, I have to maintain my composure. But I wanted to laugh
my
like
God.
this guy is laughing right now. But when she said, how do we order? And he like, nah, I got this. Like, I'm on. Yes.
That's
I think she figured out at the end, like, yo, you
Yo.
really took me to like this free soup kitchen, and then yo, you know he ain't got no second date. And he definitely did not get the box that night, I'm for sure. But she figured it
Man.
out. But the way he tried to spin it and play it off, like, nah, this cool, like, you know, this is what you gonna get. This your meal right here.
Go back as many times as you want.
Oh man.
That is crazy. That what y'all doing out here?
That was funny.
I had to contain myself in session because my patient is telling me this cracking up tears. And I'm
Yo.
just like, can we just try to move on, please? Because I wanted to bust out laughing. Who does that?
They
But
got.
she got to get whose man's is this? Because did she not figure it out
Hey, who man's is this?
until way after?
Who man's is
Get a
this?
menu.
Right.
You don't get that. You get in a line. At what point did you not realize that this is not a real restaurant? Like, come on.
Hey yo.
nigga
You
said
stupid. Why
a
would
soup
you like
kitchen.
that?
What's
Nah,
I wouldn't. But that's hilarious.
Yeah,
That
yo,
is
my patient
hilarious.
Was like, yo, he was dying.
Damn.
Yeah, he
Oh
was.
my gosh, man.
Yeah, whose man's is this?
No.
You don't?
No.
Okay.
My man is really.
Yeah, he did. He definitely did. You guys.
Damn,
What's
man.
going? That's how they really doing it out here.
Yo,
Imagine.
do better out here. Do better out here. And ladies, know
I need a
your
follow-up.
worth. Know your worth.
Your worth, definitely. But
And know that you're at a soup kitchen.
See?
Yeah, you gotta know you at a soup kitchen.
Facts. Like, come on. You can't be.
That's just
you
as
can't
wild.
even be mad at him. You can't even talk ish to your girls about him
No,
because
I'ma
you
look at
didn't
crazy.
know.
Yeah. Like, at what point in time did she figure this out?
So she has no room to talk.
None.
So she might as well give him a second
I
date.
just laughed because how he was playing it. Like, yo, he paid for this whole entire meal. Like, you didn't, yo.
Oh my
Like,
gosh.
come on.
Damn, my man said, I got this. Get what you
Yo,
want.
he said, yo, I got this. It's all good.
I
It's
got
all good.
this. Hold it down, baby girl.
They got one of the finest Maryland crab soups.
You don't gotta worry about nothing. Can I get seconds? Yeah,
Oh man.
Yo, you could have kept it a whole buck though. So you know what, yo, I ain't got it like that. But I just want to spend time with you.
Damn.
You know, here's where we can go, and maybe, just maybe.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah.
Damn, man. That was some good whose man's is this.
Nothing was the same.
Nothing was the same, man. Moving on, we got some church announcements for you guys. So we will let our special guest announce her church announcement.
Oh, yay.
Do your
Okay.
thing.
So on October 5th, Saturday, October 5th, about a week and a half, I think.
Oh yeah.
Not next week.
Next Saturday.
Next Saturday.
Next Saturday. Not this Saturday, but next Saturday.
Yeah.
A little bit less than 2
Yeah.
weeks.
Next Saturday.
Dang, this year is going by really fast.
It is.
October the 5th, I am having a singles mixer, which will be an interactive live show for my podcast. And my podcast is centered and always about dating, relationship, love, and everything that comes with it.
That's my thing.
So you will love this.
I'm sure.
So you have to come. So it is on October 5th from 5 to 10 p.m. I want a very diverse background of singles just so people aren't meeting the same people they know in the DMV. And there's going to be a discussion aspect from 8 to 10 p.m. So I want people to come with an open mind, ready to talk and mingle.
That's dope. That's gonna be dope.
Washington, D.C.
That's gonna be dope. I'm definitely in there, man. I'm in the mix with that joint. See how that going. Hell yeah, man. We're gonna hold it down. I felt like there was another church
Yeah, you
announcement.
say you was talking about SETI had some big
Oh, I can't break her
Oh,
news.
okay,
I
so you
can't
were
break
saying
her
it like
news.
you
But
was
yeah,
gonna
no,
break that. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, I just had to
Oh.
shout her out, man. But
Well, shout out to SETI for whatever that
yeah,
big news was.
Definitely.
Okay.
Let me
I thought
see.
that was, like,
And I felt like there was something else I wanted to share with everybody.
come on, think now. Use that little peanut brain.
I don't know.
Go
But it'll
ahead.
come to me.
Okay.
Oh, and you know what? We're starting our I did want to say. So I'm pretty sure old Mixxers as well as new Mixxers, we used to do a thing where we used to have in the mix baddie of the week. Now we will be starting that back up, but there's going to be more to it. So next week we'll, and each week we'll highlight whether you're an entrepreneur, an artist.
Who does the nominations for these things? I don't even know.
Our Mixxers can nominate somebody.
Okay.
We can nominate someone. So we're
Okay.
just gonna highlight people who's really having an impact on the community and just doing something positive. So not just making it about the In the Mix Baddies of the week, but we're highlighting everyone, males and females. So just be
Yo,
ready.
You're growing. I'm so proud of you.
Yeah,
I
I'm
really
trying,
am.
man.
You
I
are.
appreciate that. You know what that's called? Growth.
It's called
Growth.
growth.
There it is.
Yep.
So listen, man, we appreciate everyone rocking with us, getting in the mix tonight. Thank you for our special guest
Yes.
for getting in the mix.
Thank you
Even
for
though you were
having
late,
me.
but it's all good. Love
I
your
mean-
vibe as always. I ain't gonna never let that go. It's your big dog Kid 6. Chi-Town's finest Carlton, you dig. Your girl Leah, so effing classy. Your girl Lex.
Yeah.
Until next week, same time, same place. Radio on Fire.
Same city, same
Get in the
friends
mix.
If you're looking for me.